Welcome back to MS Excel Basic Learning lesson number 9. In this lesson we are going to discuss comparison operator. A computer has a capability of decision making, and this decision making is made possible on the basis of true and false. Let's begin from comparison operator equal to. A table has been generated where we can find that an operator has been applied in cell H2. In H2 we are going to compare the contents of the cell B2, whether these contents are equal to 2500. So if the condition becomes true or the comparison become true, we can see a result true written in the cell. So this is the logical decision that MS Excel has generated on the basis of the contents of the cell B2, whether B2 is equal to 2500 or not. Let's suppose we are going to change this value from 2500 to 2600. So definitely this is not equal to 2500. Our result should be false. That means the condition has become negative. The second operator that we can see is a greater than. So again we have applied a comparison operator on contents of cell B3, whether B3 contain a figure which is greater than 2500. In this case, is it exactly 2500? So that means this condition or this comparison is not true. So we get a false result. We are going to make this possible. Instead of 2500, we are going to type 2700. So this figure is definitely greater than 2500, so our result should be true. So a true result has been generated on the basis of the comparison that has been made for the contents of cell B3. Move on to the less than. The same operation has been applied at the cell B4, where 2500 has been entered in cell B4. So we are going to compare that whether the contents of B4 are less than 2500. In our case it is exactly 2500. That means this comparison or this condition is not true at all. So we get a result of false. Let's make it true. So how can it be possible? So that means if this value is less than 2500, let's suppose it's 2300. So when I press enter key, this false condition will be converted into true. Next operator is greater than or equal to. So this is not a single operator. In fact, there are two operators at the same time. For example, in this case B5 is greater than or equal to 2500. In this case either of the two conditions should be true. First, that it should be equal to 2500 or it should be greater than 2500. In our case it is exactly 2500. That means the equal to condition become true, so the result that we receive here is true. On the other hand, if this value become more than 2500, say it is 2501, again the condition is true. A logical result of true right at H5. In fact, this is not a single condition or single operator, it is two in one operator. It compares equal to and greater than at the same time. Next comparison operator is not equal to. Not equal to is represented by this symbol. The condition that we are going to compare in our case is the contents of the cell B7 not equal to 2500. So this condition will be false only for the figure 2500. Mean if the cell B7 contains 2500, the condition will be false. Otherwise the value greater than 2500 and for the values less than 2500, the condition will become true. Say the value is 2501, condition become true, and if this value is 2400, which is less than 2500, again the condition will be true. Therefore, for not equal to comparison, only one figure gives the result of false Other than that figure, every comparison will become true. We can compare the text or alphabets in the same way we compare the numbers. For example, if we want to compare the contents of cell A8, that whether the content of cell A8 is equal to Mr. X, then we will receive the result as true. Otherwise, result will be false. By changing Mr. X to Mr. Y, the condition will become false.